I miss getting scared as a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, cause shit meant something. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me something now, and I'm like, yeah, whatever, dickhead. Sure. And yeah,
you could put a fucking gun to my back and I'd be like,
fucking,
what do you want? My EBT card?
You fucking loser.
This is Safari. We don't do that on Safari.
Confucius.
Those are Chrome activities.
Really? Because it's more secure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need Apple.
Incognito.
You don't need Tim Cook's gay ass snooping.
Incognito tab doesn't even do anything.
No, it's a scam.
Yeah. That you don't have to pay for.
If anything,
I don't know what.
Yeah, if anything, if anything, it lets the AI, it lets the government know that, ooh, they're on the Incognito tab. Pay attention. They're doing some shady shit on the Incognito tab. Don't pay attention to the people Googling normal shit.
I mean, it's shady, but I don't know how much it's going to help them. I don't know what it's going to do for them exactly.
Yeah, my Incognito tab's usually just like government conspiracies and like usually like Jew talk or race talk.
It's funny if you're the CIA though, and you can see both sides of the screen. You just see me talking to a webcam girl, and they're like, this guy doesn't even have any money in his account. He's stringing this girl along like she's got a payday coming.
Yo, John, this is impressive. Look at this. Yo,
they're like, I almost want to tell the girl. There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
It's
here.
A Visa gift card, but he put a Visa gift card on with $4.50. She's charging $6 a minute. He's been on for 25 minutes.
It's
she thinks she's getting paid. It's a scam.
Yeah.
Get this kid a job with the federal government.
Oh, well, bro, we don't. This isn't even the this will be a sneak peek into the comic book stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know what that is. But
I have some comic stuff to build on, so keep going.
In Daredevil, I finally watched that shit. I had to listen to every fag at work be like, wow, I thought last episode was good. Nothing happened. The first episode is cool. That stuff we'll get into on the comic book. But what I want to bring up, because what you said, Kingpin's running for mayor, and some fucking dweeb just like runs up the ranks, and I think he's supposed to like
a DEI hire, a classic.
No, he's a little white like fag or not fag. He's just a loser. His whole thing is like, I'll do anything for you. Like he's not good at anything. He's like, I think you're the best.
I'm a good number 2.
I think he's supposed to represent like that population in America, that like those people that liked Trump because he's someone different. He's gonna get stuff done. I think they're like trying to draw a parallel. I'm like, yo. This shit sucks.
That's what every show tries to. Like that's the motif of fucking everything. Look at Robert De Niro when he's trying to be a fucking.
I don't mind commentary and allegory, but if every fucking show is doing the same version of it, it's like
we get it. You don't like the people that make the shows don't like the guy in office.
Did you see the Tim Dillon interview on CNN?
I saw a clip of it.
That lady
is horrendous.
Man, do I want to...
It's like she came off a fucking Xanax nap, this chick.
Or it's like she thinks that's how an intellectual sounds, and I've adopted this speech pattern because, you know, when I was doing my studying abroad, my favorite professors tended to speak in this manner. Yeah. So I just kind of talk like this now.
The only clip I saw of it was where she's trying to ask him if him, Rogan, if they've made like an establishment, and he's like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
He's like, "No, I don't think Theo Vaughn is bigger than the legacy media
the CIA. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?"
I saw that clip, and I saw the clip of
lady, you work for the establishment.
Yeah,
you work for you're the bad guy. Like, you work for the propaganda machine.
And she has that fucking condescending look on her face.
Oh, that's what they all fucking do.
I saw that clip, and the other clip I saw was her asking him if there are any left-wing comedians, and he goes, "Are you serious?" And she's like, "Well, we don't see them." And he goes,
because they don't look.
Bill Burr, Louis C.K., and she named like 10 people. I mean, she said he said Louis. She goes, "Well," and he goes, "Well,
Nick Kroll."
He goes, you can say that he's not like a perfect person, but he has never voted Republican. Like he is a liberal person. Like you can't just because you don't like him." Yeah, you can't be like, oh, we'll take Bill Burr. He's really funny.
We don't want Louis.
Yeah, like Bill Burr has a black wife.
It's not
He's
the
good
racial
points
draft.
for us. Yeah, that's what it is with these people. Not that we need to go down that route again a millionth time, but like just the Tim Dillon. It's just funny to have Tim Dillon of all people sitting there, and not like someone that's got a beater on the bush. He's like, "What are you talking about?"
Yeah, that's what they need because all these people are too afraid to fucking. They all beat around the bush. Well, actually, I'm afraid because I might offend somebody.
He goes, I don't buy that podcasts swayed the election.
Yeah,
he goes, I think the Democrats ran a bad candidate that no one liked with an unpopular platform.
Well, I mean, you don't think that maybe because you have a lot of people that it would sway some opinion?
It's funny, too, because, like, Rogan's the only one you could even make that argument about. Theo Vaughn has a huge following, but he doesn't have...
Theo Vaughn has a big following, but his following was going to vote Trump regardless.
And, like, Theo has people on and doesn't really, like, sometimes people say Rogan doesn't challenge. Theo just talks to people.
He talked to Trump about cocaine.
Yeah, like, he just...
Like, what are you talking about?
There's a thing that he's a CIA plant.
Who?
Theo.
That'd be funny.
Apparently his dad had some type of...
I could see something. That'd be interesting.
And you bring up the Shane Gillis connection. You go, wow.
Shane's a plant.
An asset. Did they infiltrate the comedy community from the roots?
From the roots. And they've won us over with these great comedians.
Yes. It seems such like a bad plan if you were going to do some CIA plant shit to get a comedian before they've blown up. Because it's not like you can make you can make a pop star because you're just like programming shit, but like, you can't like make something be funny. So if you pick a guy that ends up sucking and you got like put him out there, like everyone
unless
in the
you just
arena
don't hear about the other people. Like what if there was Theo Vaughn was part of 20 people and he's the only one that made it?
Oh, well, there is that too. I mean, Rogan has that Disney deal from back in the day. Disney deal.
Oh, really? I didn't even know about that.
Yeah. Comedians would get development deals, so they didn't have to go to work. It was like, here's a bunch of money. Just
work on your comedy.
Yeah, like, we might call you in for, like, a movie. Like,
just live life,
you're just hours, though, for the next few years.
That's interesting.
So here's some money.
To, like, hold you over. That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be I'd really enjoy that.
It's kind of what I'm built for. I'm built for a Saudi life.
Oh, like a prince.
Robes.
Headdress. Not the heat, though.
I was watching Nico sent me a video of some Saudi guy that just has all these comics. He said he has it insured for like $33 million. And at first he had I was surprised. I thought he would have been like a bum that was getting like Deadpool shit. Because at first he's walking through like Funko Pops. I'm like, oh, okay. And he gets to his vault and he's got like actual old Superman shit. I'm like, oh, so at that point you have an archive.
Yeah.
It's a collection, but that you're like preserving shit.
But he's just got like crazy money to where he's like, give me the first Superman.
Yeah, he literally has Superman #1. But then he started showing, he goes, oh yeah, I have this Batman book. And I've seen it's not an expensive, it's like a $5 Batman book. And he has a grade and he goes, it is signed by Michael Keaton. And it's like, okay. You got the actor from the movie to sign a comic that
he wasn't part of?
Yeah, that's like the movie adaptation. Like, okay. And he got he had some Marvel book, I forget what it was, and he had it signed by Stan Lee. But it was a book that it's too old. You shouldn't get signed.
Really? Why not?
You don't sign old books like that.
Yeah, but
because you're archiving.
Does it drop in value though, or does it go up in value?
Stan Lee probably drop because his signature is so common. It's like you can convince people. You can go up to a guy and be like, "This is signed by Stan Lee," and sell it to him for a lot.
Yeah.
But if you talk to a person who's like, "Bro, I'm not paying $1 extra because dickhead Stan Lee wrote on it."
But that's all. If he's selling it to like another dude that just has money and he's like, "Yes."
Well, that's why the market is
Stan Lee.
Yeah. Because you have minimal people buying it at that, and then everyone else goes, well, I can now sell mine for that. And people go, well, the one Saudi guy that wants it already bought it. So now you have to like put it at like regular people price.
Yeah, you can't fucking put it at $10 million. It's like nobody has that money.
Well, that was
He's got Saudi oil money. He's
he
got
kept
old
walking
gold.
around going, people could offer me twice what I pay. I would not sell. It's the
like,
same.
yeah.
He
It's
doesn't
like,
need more
it
money. He
doesn't-
wants the thing.
Because it doesn't fucking
Yeah.
matter. That's interesting. I wonder what your grasp on reality is if you have that much money. Like if you didn't make it and you grew up with it. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like I know there's those stories of like those guys that went on Rogan who hang out with like Saudi princes or like who like know billionaires, and they go, "Yeah, he just flew into New York with no luggage, and just like, do you have hotel plans?" He's like, "No, I'm probably just gonna go stay somewhere." And he's like, "Do you don't have any luggage?" He's like, "No, I'll probably just go buy a new outfit and
That one guy
we'll do
had
that."
those,
It's
like
like
golden Lamborghinis that were too heavy to like ship or drive or.
just a gold Lambo.
But he had like 10.
It's insane.
And he had them like shipped to his other house. But I don't think he can drive them. He's like, well, I just want them to be there.
Yeah.
They're like, brother, this is not a good use of money. Like, I'm all for making dumb purchases if you're a rich guy, but you got 10
But
of
no,
the same thing that doesn't work?
Yeah. That video I was watching, he explained them as like floaty. They're just like, oh, like there's no, like they don't have their feet on the ground because they don't fucking have to.
When you see that Turkey Alish dude at the boxing events, you get like he'll just walk up and like talk to a fighter in the corner. You're like, you can't do that, but it's like his thing, so he can.
It's like, what? Are you gonna say something? I'll hand you $1,000 and you'll walk away.
Or just the thing of like talking about him carries implications, so you don't need to get paid off. It's more like the threat of what would happen if you were to say something.
Yeah.
That's why Shakur Stevenson, I don't think
Who's that?
a boxer,
Hmm.
but I don't think he grasped the severity of like what I'm like how in his head he's like, man, you come to my hood, like 20 dudes will be on you. It's like, yeah. So they have that, but with like $1 billion and like 1,000 dudes.
Yeah.
So and you're in his hood.
They have an army.
So don't call him a towel head on Twitter,
Yeah.
which is what he did.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's like, brother,
just-
I don't know if that was the move.
That's the art of war. You gotta.
That dude got in a street fight and everyone was making fun of him because he was they're like, damn, he can't even knock a random dude out.
Really?
Because he was goes to decision. I probably should have said that first. He goes to decision. And like in a street fight against some bum.
He didn't knock him out?
Yeah.
That's fucking.
He's got broken hands like Floyd. He can't hit super hard, I guess.
Oh. Brother, stop fighting. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the classic thing of like, I mean, if you can win a fight by like not getting hit at all and barely doing anything and make a bunch of money, why wouldn't you? But then people are now kind of flipping and they're saying like, yo, you have to stop paying these guys so much money if that's how they're going to go out and fight.
Because if that's the fight, who gives a fuck?
Right.
Like, nobody's going to sit there to be like, pop, pop, pop.
Because then if two guys make an agreement like, yeah, I mean, if we don't get too hurt, we can probably like have the rematch in a couple months. Because every fight can't just be one fight. They have to have like fucking 3 rematches.
A trilogy!
And the money's only going to go up.
Yeah.
So people are literally calling for like, yo, stop paying them so much if they're going to go out and spar.
Yeah. Like, I want to fucking fight. Like,
Ryan Garcia got dropped in the second round and stopped fighting for the rest of the fight. Just made it to the end to say he didn't get finished, but like wasn't going to risk getting dropped again.
yeah, so it's like, what the, like, we're going to sit here for, how long's a boxing fight now?
They only do 12 rounds because 15 rounds was deemed like too dangerous.
How 2-minute rounds?
3.
3-minute rounds. It's a lot of time to just fucking sit there and be like, cool. You're just dancing around each other.
Well, it's one thing if you're like a dude that is okay saying like, yeah, like I know I'm just like I got one shot, and if you're like a Rocky guy, but these dudes all want to act like they're fucking technicians and shit, and it's like, all right, so set a trap for the motherfucker. Like he keeps
like,
coming
do
in,
something.
he's confident
there
as
like
hell.
an
You haven't
asshole.
done anything. Like, show us the skills.
You guys dance around like an asshole. It's like, what are we doing?
And it's people try to control the narrative like crazy. Like people are like, the new standard for excellence at boxing at age of 26 is Devin Haney, and showed his awards. And it's like, in a vacuum, you're like, wow, that's impressive, I guess. And then you go, Sugar Ray Leonard, rather, when he was 26, had an Olympic gold medal and had beaten 3 world champions that were all legends and finished them all. And this guy's like gone to decisions to win his belts.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the Olympic, like, but people just say shit.
Well, is that like just rage bait?
That's like trying to, because that's like his management. That's trying to like
his management.
That's like preserving his hype. That's like,
I see what you're saying.
You got he went on some talk show and he's like, yeah, sometimes people think they confuse a good fight for a good fighter. And his general point was true in that, like, you watch 2 dudes beat the hell of each other, it doesn't mean they're skilled.
Those are good fighters. It's like, no, they're just
It was a good
nuts.
fight. They were at the same level, and they're both willing to exchange and stuff. Whereas his point was like, my guy put a clinic on the other dude. He couldn't touch him. And it's like, yes, but if he's so good and so talented, why didn't he finish him?
Yeah.
If he's in there with some guy, like...
So if the fight didn't have a time limit, is it to just go forever?
Yeah. It's like at no point you have a killer instinct, you're finishing it. Like, we all agree that it's only like half sport. It's also half entertainment. So you would agree that if you're just getting the wins, you shouldn't be getting the big paydays, because that's where the entertainment side is coming in. People are paying to see the big knockouts and stuff.
That's where the money comes from. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I don't get it. It's mad gay.
You want to hear a kratom thought I had last night? What's a lap?
What's a lap?
Because when you're sitting, you have a lap. But when you're standing, you don't. You don't have a body part that's a lap. But your body creates...
Like if I'm standing...
It's not your thighs aren't equivalent. It's not like a synonymous with lap. For
example, if I'm standing and a gal or guy backs up to you, ass into crotch, do you say, hey, get off my lap?
No. Because you're not sitting. You don't have a lap when you're standing.
That's interesting.
Would you?
No. I would never let a man get that close to me, though. You would, so I understand why you would have that implication.
I have a Seikuken where no one gets in within arm's reach of me if there's a threat. And I don't fall for feints because I only react to things that penetrate my Seikuken. It's from Kenichi, the mightiest disciple.
The mightiest disciple?
I love that show so much.
Kenichi. We
yeah,
watched
I wish
yesterday.
there wasn't the pervert stuff in there. It'd be a real show I could show people. But
do hands up the ass?
They
do that.
That's not perverted. That's fun horsing around with your friends. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
But they probably don't like ball tap over there. You know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah, it's like...
We ball tap
it's like
over here, and we're
cunt.
not like, that's not gay.
Yeah.
You're gay if you think ball tapping is gay.
Yeah.
That's probably just their version of that, where they're like, gay? I shot up his ass. It's not gay.
I shot my energy up his ass.
Yeah, it's funny. It is funny.
I would never go near his testicles.
Yeah.
Though.
So I think that's... No, this is a lot of like...
Never touch.
Old guy trying to get under the girl's skirt or something. Or like he'll put his head up like through her tits.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see up your skirt.
That's quite the act. You really don't watch anime.
No,
this is not.
That's not how they talk in there.
No.
Oh, you have to learn how to uppercut a girl.
You sound like the one Chinese guy that's like the voice of every Chinese character in every cartoon that's in Balls of Fury. It's the blind guy.
Yeah,
that's what you're doing.
That's what
you're doing, like a Japanese version.
That's what Chinese people sound like.
That guy, yeah. You sound Japanese.
Oh, yeah. Japanese people do the
back of the throat.
Hi. Yeah, back of the throat. Chinese are all up front. They talk with their teeth.
Chinese is up here, like Koreans. Konnichiwa. It's all that.
Yeah.
Tones.
It's all in the tones.
Like the Thais. Jack does talk Thai, Nina. Jack talk Thai very well.
Jack talk Thai real good. What do you get the man that has everything?
Did you like it?
You get him a gun.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good. I see what you mean though by skip the intros. I didn't know what the fuck you were talking about because it starts out not with the intro,
Okay.
not with like the song part. It starts out with like the setup.
A little preamble.
I thought that was the part you had to skip, and they were just doing like a promo of the episode.
Oh,
So I
no.
skipped forward to that, started watching.
No, I meant like click skip intro on Netflix.
That's a given. I do that to any show.
Well,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do that for regular Justice League because the intro's sick.
You watch it every time?
No, but the first episode I put on.
Oh, I respect that. Once I got to piss, then I'll leave the intro run.
It's so cool. The music's so good.
They gave Superman his perfect life is he's got a slut wife and an Arab kid.
He doesn't have a slut wife.
He's got a slut wife.
He's got a wife that wants to fuck him.
Oh, she's banging too.
Every girl in that show is the hottest girl you've ever seen.
Really?
I just watched the episode with Black Canary and forgot how crazy hot she is.
Yeah, no.
Every girl in that show
at
has
one
a
point-
waist like this and then tits and hips like this.
Bro, they pan over Wonder Woman who just got her ass kicked, and her ass is perfect.
Yeah, it's really cool. And she's tall as shit. She's like accurate.
Well, yeah, you could do that in a comic,
In a
in a cartoon.
I know. That's why it's better.
Yeah,
But yeah,
fight it.
When Superman,
I like how Batman also doesn't do dick. He just fucking he lets Wonder Woman almost die, and he's like,
what's he gonna do against Mongol?
But he's like, fight it.
That's all he can do, and it worked. What do
Come
you
on.
mean?
That was just funny.
That's all he can do.
Like he goes to he like hits it with a laser, and he's like, "Come on, Clark, you gotta fight this thing, man. I don't know what the fuck to do."
Mongol is strong as shit.
Mongol does a jaundice joke.
Really?
Yeah, I as I heard it, I go, "That's funny," and then I go to write it down, and I forgot the exact thing he says, but he says it's nice to see you again, or he says, yeah, it's jaundice. He says like he adds jaundice into a word. He's yellow.
I'll have to look back into that.
He's yellow.
Mongol is by the same guy that made Thanos, Jim Starlin. That's like Thanos in DC, kind of.
Oh, so he's that strong. I was gonna say, why can't nobody hurt this dude?
He's from outer space. He controls War World, which is much like the moon, is a moon-shaped object, but it's a spaceship. It can travel through the cosmos, and it's basically like the tournament level in Ratchet and Clank.
Is that what his perfect world was at the end?
Probably not.
It
Or
was
maybe
just-
it could be him like being the best at War World. Probably not him like running.
Because it was just people screaming.
Yeah.
They were miserable.
I love that line from Batman though, when he's like, "It's better than he deserves."
It's better than he deserves.
Because Batman has to.
Batman's was good.
Oh my! I mean that.
It's about to end the day. Yeah, get him, Dad.
And the dad is cartoonishly kicking the shit out of that guy. When you see him, he's punching him like off the ground. He's hitting him with one hand, like 9 punch combinations off one hand
While holding the gun.
Yeah, like hockey. Like he's got
Dude,
one arm
but
up here.
when he goes, do you know what you did to me? And he's like, I created a trap that you would have to. What's he say? He said, I created a world that for you to get out of, you have to break your most
You have
favorite.
to give
thing.
up everything.
Yeah, you have to give up everything to get out.
That show reminds me of Regular Show. How Regular Show condenses it to 8 minutes or whatever, but 22 minutes for these, just like how much like of a story arc they put in there.
Yeah.
When Clark has to kneel down and tell his son how much he loves him, he goes, "But I don't think that you're real."
Yeah. I thought he was going to kill him, but then I was like, oh no, it's a kid's show.
Well, that's why Batman's is so crazy, is because he has to
watch his dad die.
But he has to he has to flip the switch and decide like this is fake. He could just live in that world forever.
Well, they ripped it off of him. Do you think he just gets ripped out then?
Well, it's having the thing pulled off of you is like your chance to escape or whatever. Like I don't think they fully got it off. They just took it off like his chest
part.
So the thought, like I think that's in Superman's when the earth starts shaking, the earthquakes. That's like every time Batman's like ripping it off, is him having like a chance to be like, the fuck is going on?
Yeah. It's not right.
I like how Batman's like, he hears a bunch of explosions, and he's like, it's in the Hall of Weapons. That'll buy her some time. And then cut to her getting, like, blasted by the weapons.
Shit kicked out of her. No, dude.
No, Wonder Woman takes a beating in that one.
What's he say? Like the particle analyzer. You should
yeah.
the old model. I didn't know they still made that model. No, the writing is good in it.
And that show gets writers
The
that write
voices sound
comic
like
books.
shit.
No, they don't. Everything that show is perfect. You'll see names that like wrote that character's comic will be the writer or storyboard director or
For the
consultant in the credits for that episode. Yeah.
So is Justice League better or is Justice League Unlimited better?
Unlimited is easier to get people into.
Why?
It's got all the characters in it, so you see everybody. And it's like a Justice League itself is just the main 7, but like broken up into different. It's not 7 of them in every episode. It's like you'll get different pairings, so you get to see the different dynamics and stuff. So that sets the base. And then once they realize that they can't handle everything on their own, they open up the roster to all like the lower level heroes, and they put them in like underneath their Justice League banner, so that way they can help direct the help to where it's needed. Rather than everyone working independently. It's like now Martian Manhunter's in the Watchtower just directing traffic, being like, we need fucking people with this type of power over here because it's this villain.
I see.
Yeah.
So it's more organized.
And then you'll get like one of the 7 with a smaller team of like guys people don't know about as much.
Is Martian Manhunter going to be in a new show?
I don't know.
I think he's in something. I heard people talking about it.
I love Martian Manhunter. It's cool as shit.
Martian Manhunter 2025. Trailer, hidden cameo, Justice League member, Superman trailer right there. That's what it was from. 4 down, right there. That's what it was. In the new Superman trailer. Maybe we'll save that for the comic episode.
Yeah, because I didn't see that.
This is good. A little teaser for you guys. We're going to do a comic show. Because you guys aren't liking this enough. So now we got to do more work.
Yeah.
And more things. And that's fine. Because we love you. And we appreciate every one of you 442 people.
Dude, I forgot. There's a 2-parter in Justice League where they go back in time to Nazi Germany. And
That's sick.
They don't do the swastika, but they do the SS instead. And I was like, damn, that's pretty... I thought they would have just made up a whole different symbol. And then they straight up show Hitler. He's frozen, but like they have him. I was like, damn, I don't remember.
That's crazy.
I don't remember Hitler being it. I thought they replaced Hitler with Vandal Savage.
You forgot how much sexual shit was in older shows.
Oh, there's a lot of innuendo. DC is like classy pervs. DC's like drawing on like
darker.
Ugh. Yeah. Imagine just having no authority on a topic and saying something to someone that's like spent years of their life heavily involved in it. It's like, okay, well, you can keep thinking that, but like I'll be right over here, and you can just think whatever. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you, but I will. What's it called? Where's that?
Oh, classy pervs over at DC.
They draw them like pinup style,
which is hot.
Marvel's like
big tits, ass, give me the camel toe,
like
the moose
show
knuckle.
as much skin as like Marvel's just like too in your face with it. DC's like, don't get me wrong, we're nerds and like tits and ass, but we have some fucking sensibilities about it.
Yeah.
Marvel's like, zoom in on Black Widow's pussy in her suit. And you're like, come on, guys.
Like that one shot in the first Avengers.
There's
a shot where like they're just panning and like it's not even needed, but they just like show just a panning shot of Scarlett Johansson's ass.
There's a Endless Wartime graphic novel, and you turn the page and it's just like a fucking 2-page spread. I'm pretty sure. It's just like you turn the page and it's her ass. It's like,
hell yeah.
But it's not like the camera.
It should have had a centerfold.
That's other books. This is just a regular Avengers book. There's a time and a place.
Art's art, baby.
But when you're drawing something, it's not like a camera where you can say, like, oh, to get the cool shot of Thor, we had to we caught a glimpse of her ass or whatever. Like, you're drawing it, and you decided, like, yeah, so I figured, like, her foreground would be, like, the ass part, and then, like...
Oh, there's a conversation behind it. That's the best part, yeah.
No, there's a conversation after it where the writer's like, is there a reason for this part?
Oh, you think it was like that?
Yeah, the
guy designing the comic was like...
No, the writer gives the artist, like, here's the beats, and then they go and write the script while the artist draws it, and then they go in and put the word bubbles in after. So he just needs to know, like, how much space to leave, and he's like, well, yeah, she only needs to say this one line, so I just figured I'll just draw it, like...
That's interesting.
From back
Is there a
here.
set amount of pages in a comic?
Typically, yeah, but that was a graphic novel, so it was more.
So you can do whatever.
More than a regular comic, yeah. I think it's usually 24, if I'm not mistaken. I think
that's a good number.
I think it's
Front,
like
back?
32 with ads, 24 story pages, I'm pretty sure is like a standard.
And it's standard to rip the ads out, right?
No, Mark. I just buy 2 copies of everything. That way one's mint.
Some guy coming in. Some guy coming in bragging about how, yeah, no, my dad taught me you take a razor blade and you cut out the ads, and then you just got like a nice ad-free comic.
Easy reading. You're like, what about the pages where the story is on the back of the ad page? And I'm like, I never thought about that.
That is why the comics never lined up.
Huh. I'll be right back. Dad! No, I did have some of those where dudes would come in like, when they'd be explaining to you their collection that they're trying to sell, and they're saying things as if they're like good bullet points in the prose. And I'm like, brother, these belong over here in the con. And you'd be like, yeah, I probably got like 3 or 4 totes full. And you're like, totes? You're like, yeah, like big storage container. And you're like, he's like, don't get me wrong. They're like, it's not like I just threw them all in there. They're like stacked up. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, they sell boxes for them.
You don't stack comics is the thing. Like you stand them up. And like, because when you put them on top of each other, the weight, so the bottom one's just going to be crushed and they're all going to be curled. And then, do you have bags and boards on them? No. Yeah, so like they're all going to be like probably stuck together a little.
Oh, so he literally just took the comics and stacked them up nicely in bins?
Nicely, yes.
So when he pulled them out, did he pull them out in the store?
Usually people just talk a big game and
and then never come in with it?
Yeah. People that talk about it usually never bring it, and the people that bring it usually don't call beforehand.
It's the amount. It's like the people that talk about their grow.
They just want I think a lot of them go fishing saying that they're selling it, and then they really just want to hear like, oh, you got some good stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Well, what ends up happening is they go, I'm telling you, this stuff is old, man. You go, from when? They go, the 90s, dude. And they say it to me as if I'm 12, and I'm like, yeah, so that's not really considered old. That's like still modern.
Yeah, no, that's like talking to like an archaeologist being like, yo, I got shit from like the 1800s.
Yeah, and they're like,
what? I deal with ancient Egypt.
Right. Roman, beautiful.
Yeah. But no, that's funny because it's the same reaction to the people that come into work with their fucking grow and shove it in your face, and you go, they're expecting from the weed guy who just a dude that fucking sells weed at a
retarded.
Weed. Yeah, no. Go, wow, man, you're really killing it out there, dude. That's like some sick trichomes.
And I know that you're doing such a good job because you're here right now buying weed. So that's how I know the grow op is going great. You fucking idiot.
That's why you've consistently bought ounces.
Yeah. It's one thing, if you're buying like concentrates and shit, I get it. But when you're here buying ounces and it's like, sounds like everything's going A-okay, man.
Why does the date say 2021?
Yeah, why are these the same pictures you've been showing me for a year, dickhead? Did you accidentally do it right once and you've been fucking up since? And you have these pictures that you show me? People are literally... Some people are dumb. Some people have like brain issues, I think, because they do that and they're like, so this is your life. You show me the same pictures every time, and you either don't realize or don't care that we've had this conversation 50 times.
Yeah.
And you're like getting something out of it still. That's like a mental handicap.
Yeah, like you're fucking insane.
Something happened to you. You had a TBI.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is a symptom of something.
Yeah, your mom set your little baby carrier down by the muffler too many times.
Yeah, you worked at the fucking power plant or something. Lived too close to the electric wire
to the tension lines.
Yeah, something.
That fucked me up as a kid, hearing about that. My cousins told me about that. They were like, yeah, if you live by the tension lines, you know, your brain gets all weird. You get cancer. I go, what? And then I'd be like, they're fucking everywhere. Like, what are you talking about?
I thought people said that about living by the highway. My mom's house. It's not like right there, but it's like closest. I'm like,
what's wrong with the highway?
Oh, like the
emissions?
I think the emissions. I think they say something about like the rubber.
Interesting. Like a wearing down?
Something. I don't know. I was saying something you hear once and then you freak out about for the rest of your life.
As an 8-year-old.
No research.
As an 8-year-old, yeah. Like
follow up, not at all on that.
I miss getting scared as a kid. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, because shit meant something. You know what I mean? Like, you tell me something now and I'm like, yeah, whatever, dickhead. Sure. And yeah.
You could put a fucking gun to my back and I'd be like,
fucking,
what do you want? My EBT card?
You fucking loser. But as a kid, like, you could be having just a family party and like there could be nobody in the dark garage and you're like, fucking someone's in. So I fucking heard.
I still kind of.
There's fucking somebody in there.
I could still freak myself out pretty easily.
A little bit, yeah.
I just have paranoia.
I get more demonic shit, honestly.
Same.
Yeah, I guess as a kid it was more like a stranger was like the threat. Now it's like God, if God's a real person or not, and if demons will come down,
the jinns.
Yeah, like I don't fucking, I don't know.
Well, angels and demons exist, brother.
Brother,
saying it like you were saying the sky is blue, and you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
That war mode thing fucked me up with it. Like, demons are, listen, it's just the issue with creating new life is outside of like fucking with the genome that we have is that, you know, when those people die, they don't have a heaven to go to. They become demons. And then you get one of those
tracks with me.
And then you get one of those fuckers walking in your house at night. And I think I'm seeing apparitions in the hallway, the dark hallway at night, because I got to leave the fucking door open, or else the cat wants to scratch at the door. So now I'm going to cut the corner off the door, and I'm going to put it on a hinge, so I can hinge up the corner of the door, shut the door, so I know the demons don't come in.
I've seen enough YouTube videos of people who have, for some reason, a camera set up in their house. Which I don't really get. Enough people do that where I don't think it's like staged. I think that's just a cultural thing some people must do.
People at work were telling me they have cameras in their house, and I'm like, that's weird as shit, man.
It's very weird to me.
I get it if you have like in the baby's room and you're using it as like a baby monitor because it's cheap. Sure, I get that. But like, if you got a camera in your living room, like what the fuck you got going on? Like, I get cameras on.
What kind of wild antics are you up to that you're hoping to catch one of my classic blunders?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Like, insane. Or just like security wise. Like, I'll put 12 cameras outside of my house. They ain't coming in.
Once they're inside, like, what does it even matter? Yeah. I would rather not have cameras inside for when I dismember someone.
Yeah,
like,
for
he came in missing that arm.
Yeah, exactly.
His rotator cuffs were torn way before I got a hold of him.
Exactly. When I shoot a guy in the face and then I have to claim that he attacked me.
Yeah.
And it's not just me crouched underneath the table and then fucking.
It's like, so now I understand that you subdued him, but what you did next, I don't. It's like, listen, man.
No, that happened first.
He woke something up that even I don't fully understand. I watch a lot of shows, and I don't condone what they do in the show. Part of me goes, wow, wouldn't that be cool to do to another person?
Officer, I was talking to my buddy about the logistics of ripping off a human arm. And brother, I fucking tried.
I gave it my all. I'm not strong enough, but I think you could probably. You want to give it a go. You're a strapping young buck. Just fresh out of the academy.
How long before the other units get here? 6 minutes? Brother, you get that thing off in 3.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been ripping on it something fierce. This shit's all fucked up.
I've been getting up off the fireplace mantle and boom.
You should have seen before you guys were getting here.
I don't know how they do that. That shit hurts. I only did it once or twice before I had to stop. But.
I'm sorry. I just looked at the Nest video. Did you tombstone a man?
Hey, shoot straight with me, brother. It's been good talking with you. But am I going to jail for manslaughter? It's like, oh yeah. I'm like, fucker.
Fuck.
Yeah, cameras in the place. I don't get it.
I don't like it.
But I've seen enough of those videos where there's clearly ghosts. And I don't give a fuck about any ghost hunter show. All of those shows are like Bigfoot shows. They'll suck. No one ever finds it. Loch Ness, same thing. No one ever finds anything. 9 seasons all these shows have. No one's ever found anything. Random videos of like weird things happening where like the dog and the cat get all freaked out about it.
And then like a knife flies off the table.
Things move around sometimes through the fucking air. And there's no explanation for it. And there's enough of these videos with random people that aren't capable of doing Hollywood goddamn effects.
No, it's some fucking grandma.
Yeah.
Fishing line.
Hollywood effects.
No, I don't fucking. It's like that. It's like that UFO video you sent me.
Which one?
The turkey one. The best video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I get a fucking blinking dot that could be anything. But turkey's pushing out videos like that look, you could see the craft. You could damn near see the windows in the thing.
They said they could see the occupants.
It's fucked up, man.
Which seems not.
Because they'll put on the.
How would that even work?
They'll put on the.
I don't even understand.
They'll put on the news. They'll go, "Ooh, UFO found."
It did say it had that crazy camera. That's why.
What crazy camera?
It said it had a really good camera that had like a crazy zoom on it. So that's why I was able to see so close into the windows and I could see like the people in the windows, the beings,
entities,
the humanoid figures,
the illegals. If you come into this planet illegally.
I mean, they probably own it.
That's
why everyone wants to be like,
this is a science experiment.
Aliens are coming here, man. This step on our time. It's like, bro, it is theirs. If they didn't show up, like, they're not here to take over. They're like checking in on our progress, like where we left off.
We're the fish tank on the mantle.
Yeah. You ever see Men in Black?
We're the fucking we're locker 3, baby.
We're the marble.
Yeah, I don't get it.
We could be the locker, I guess. I prefer the marble.
Oh yeah. That fucked me up as a kid.
Oh, that and National Treasure, I think, really set me on. Between the two of those, I was like, what the hell's going on out there?
That really fucked me up, and then thinking about the locker really fucked me up.
Watching the marble thing and being like, so is God, like, in each of them? Or is God, like, in the one with the alien?
Is Jesus in the same guy in every one of these marbles?
I remember just having like retarded questions like that. My mom being like, "Why don't you go put Power Rangers on?" And being like, "Dun dun 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 dun." Just completely forgot.
Fucking
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Hit him again, Batman!
Pow, bam. And like, yeah, why don't you take a break on the Men in Black? I'm watching that movie a lot lately. Like, yeah, Will Smith's cool and all. I love the Fresh Prince. But then at the end, they do this weird marble thing. And I can't make heads or tails of it.
It's really fucking me up, Ma.
Like, get dressed. You're going to Sunday school.
You're going to Sunday school. You're going to learn about God.
Don't bring any of that shit up there. You know, embarrass me. Me talking about my marbles.
Yes, Zach.
I don't even know how to say it, really. Did you see Men in Black, Father?
Of course I've seen Men in Black.
Okay, so like...
My son. Yes, my son. Of course I've seen Men in Black.
Could heaven be space? Because we always do it in the clouds, but it's like, what's above the clouds? Space. So wouldn't that even be more heaven than clouds?
Well, my son, think about this. The marble is hard on the outside, It's a firmament. Each
A spherical,
each
an elliptical discus.
each universe has its own firmament. It fucked me up when they were talking about how there's pockets. They have like the observable universe that the fucking I can see to this fucking line. I can see to the end here. And it's like pockets of like universe. And then they call it like voids in the middle or some shit. And you can never reach another pocket because it's expanding. And it's expanding at a rate faster than we could ever reach it.
I've heard, I think Mormon maybe said that there's evidence that it's not expanding.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I think I heard some alternative theory that like some people don't think it's expanding, that it is a finite. There's just a barrier, which I would call a source wall from the DC mythos. That's how I would refer to that.
The outer rim.
That's a Star Wars term.
Yes. That's where I went.
That does not mean that. The outer rim are the poor planets. Someone was saying how funny it is in Star Wars that they have like coins, not like just cards.
Space currency?
Yeah, but I'm like, it's the same thing. It's poor. Like, we have cards here, and then in some places in the world, you got coins still.
An iron coin with a
Yeah,
fucking, with a fucking hole through it. And you put it on a necklace, and you walk around.
Same.
Yeah.
We don't need to do the full enuma, but you said firmament.
I knew that would spark some drive in you. Oh, this beauteous picture again with the Mayan calendar and everything. Is that what that is?
The Mayan calendar.
Is that what that is at the bottom? That's what it looks like.
This?
Looks like
That's the underworld.
Looks like the face of the Mayan calendar.
That's the netherworld.
Is what that is. You fucking nobody.
But I tell you, this firmament really has me fucked up.
Did you draw those lines?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Oh, is this your image?
This I found. I put these things here.
Okay. With the lines. That's very nice. I thought you had two images pulled up. You're becoming quite the graphic artist.
I throw that in there on the resume. I go, you didn't even fuck around in Photoshop.
Honestly, you could. Fuck them. Why not? I'm a video editor. I do this. I do that. I fucking what
can't I do?
What can't I do?
Talk to people effectively? Sure.
Yeah. That dumb bitch at work, that bipolar one that I was telling you about, that was handing her business card out, hit a white dude in line with that. This old dude was like, so what do you do again? She's like, sir, what can't I do?
Meanwhile, it's falling apart at the drop of a fucking hat. The wind blows the wrong way. Oh, did you see the lady that sued Nathan Fielder?
No.
Where are you at in rehearsal?
Episode 1, you can tell me that. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to watch it.
It doesn't even have anything. You know how he does like shit on the side, but
I'm surprised he hasn't caught more lawsuits.
Well, remember from Nathan for
you, tighten up his
legal team is crazy tight. Like they make everyone sign shit so they can't come back at him.
It looks like there's a chink in the chain.
So this lady, again, this is very separate from the show. They have basically an American Idol that he sets up to make like 1 point in the auditions, but then he's like, well, I have to go through with it now. So he just has to keep doing an American Idol to the finals. Yeah. And it's like completely off to the side of the show. But some lady who lives in, I think, California, and the show was being shot in New York.
This is her first time. She thinks she has a fucking chance.
No, she's like, she has like a record label, or not a record deal or whatever. She has like shit going. She's like, got my first album coming out, and she wants to be part of this show. She flies herself out for 3 different auditions from California to New York, and then is looking for like
$1,000.
She's looking for like to be compensated because, the show turned out to like not be real, and it's like, well, the show is what they said it was. The show was as real as they claimed it to be. You probably just got fed bullshit by your agent that didn't read the fucking thing. Didn't read
go.
It'll be good exposure.
It's gonna pay off.
She said that in her explaining to the reporter, she goes, technically I'm breaking my NDA by telling you all this. So it's like,
you just incriminated yourself.
So what do you think's gonna like? You're not gonna get paid.
If anything, you might get countersued.
You might get sued because you broke the NDA, bitch.
Can you imagine suing the fucking psychopath Nathan Fielder is?
Can you
What's his
imagine
name?
being
Nathan
a
Fielder?
Yeah, but being a dumb bitch to think like,
Oh,
yeah,
well, that too. But like,
you don't fly out for American Idol because American Idol comes to every city,
yeah,
and it's clearly not American Idol because remember the things about planes. So the judges are all pilots, and the performances are put on in an airport terminal. And they're like, yeah, it turned out to not be real. And it's like, yeah, what gave it away when you went to the audition and a guy with fucking wings on his shirt was judging you on your singing? A guy that doesn't sing and never, like...
What are you talking
The gall to be like, yeah, I'm going to break my NDA and sue. It'll probably work out for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Check out my album.
Fucking lunatic. No, because they're dumb fucking... They're fucking... I mean, I don't want to say it here, but... It's fucking dumb, bitch. A fucking leech to society. Disgusting.
She should be leached of her life force.
I've been sending out hate speech on Threads, Instagram Threads. Speaking of incriminating yourself, just because it's a fucking echo chamber of horse shit. And
You gotta get in there and mix it up sometimes.
some dude commented. Some dude posted a thing. He goes, If someone is flying an American flag out in front of their house, do you automatically assume racist like I do? Comments, people like, what the fuck are you talking about? Other people being like, yeah, a Nazi flag, an American flag, and a Confederate flag are basically the same thing. So this one dude, the dude that posted it was like, he's like going at it with all these people, and he's like, I'm going to live where I want. You're not going to tell me. It's because people are like, how about you fucking move then, you fucking commie?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you're not going to tell me where to live, blah, 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 blah. And I've been commenting on all these things. I'm like, you should live in a coffin. You should you should put a gun in your
live on the sea floor.
You should. But no, I can't go on. Threads is just it's not good.
Because it's like, I'm getting the negative feedback of that shit where it's going to make me mad. But then saying something back wouldn't make me feel better.
No, it just spikes your adrenaline.
It's just bad.
On lunch of all things.
Yeah, you go out to chill out and you're like, fucking bullshit.
Fucking these fucking pieces of shit.
Wish I could get my hands on this fucker.
They don't fucking appreciate our goddamn country. Oof. All right, I gotta go.
Damn, yeah.
There's traffic.
Oof.
Hey, this is like the old times when we used to do this shit. Hey, we'll see you fuckers next week.